margins he's playing on now that the Yunara and the Alistar are locked in for top esports.
We have seen this combo before, the Rumble Kiana, and I'm not a great fan of it because it just means you've got no front line with great setup around those neutrals. And you can already see here an early gank on that bot side for Wei. Dre setting up for it.
Wei is going to get caught here, going to go for the headbutt pulse into Wei to try to get away, but the piercing arrow plus the combo for Wei gets IG to first blood.
Garlos, the picture-in-picture is showing us how that public execution went down. Looks like he was just using it on the top side. Mid Prio going to be vital.
Glenn's got used on the bot side, just get away from that Chains of Corruption combo. Wei goes in for an engage, misses the dredge line, still gets the CC on the back end. IG are focused on trying to get this last grub. There is no smite available, so they just go for the fight. Supreme Display of Talent is used, and grubs will be secured by IG. Gotta be a little bit careful. Nayo's getting low, but not going down. 369 has joined the fight, now is ripping apart Wei. Wei is down, Grand Starfall not in time. Flame Spitters were hot enough to take him out, but another beautiful entrance coming through from 369 as he finds yet another kill, and this time onto Rookie.
2 for 1 there, and a 2 for 1 trade in the grubs as well.
So much into this series for top esports was, obviously their veteran pillars, the holdovers. As we have to pause for a moment because there's a beautiful combo used in mid lane, and Rookie's down.
Mobility, and it's good to see top esports making that pay.
And that's not, I know we've seen Rookie on this. We see a big engage, double CC chain on bot side. Man, people just don't get to play the game in this game. Everybody just gets CC'd 100-0. And now this combo from the draft that we talked about, Shockwave is still available. Cream was holding it the entire time.
369 picks himself up a quick kill, couple of plates as well, and they're looking for a fight down on this bot side with the dragon spawned, and Yunara having to walk her way back out with no first item. This could be an IG win.
Oh, they're going to take the engage now, and unfortunately, the health bar is just not kicking it for Wei. He's going to flash away. Nice scout of the week from Rookie. Big Supreme Display talent from Wei. He gets the pick on a Cream. That's a lot of damage down, but Tiachi is now here with the Transcend oneself. He's looking to go over the wall, gets the double slow, but doesn't have another dash. Just goes for the flash. Now Tiachi trying to claim his name to fame here, at least, as Nayo wants to find one big spear. Can't find the intro there, but they'll turn back to the Dragon. Some pings coming there for the objective.
This is Dre on the spellbook trying to make his way in. And I think that for Invictus Gaming, they are just slowly but surely missing out.
Jiachi going for the all-in. Almost didn't even need Nayo there. That was a little bit of a KS. And Jiachi's starting to ride up a storm here. He's on a big completion with that Kraken Slayer.
And really big that Jiachi feels confident to look for that. He was down in gold. And
they're going all in topside. We just don't get to talk, or at least you don't, unfortunately, Rudis. They just keep going. Full combo, and 369 there now picks up his third. Seconds here, but we do have Rift Herald on the map and Dragon number 3 for top in 20 seconds. They want the all-in. They're going in on the tankiest member, though. Wei is tanking up a storm right now, but Jiachi's starting to put him down. Supreme Display of Talent going to be used. Only hits onto 2 there, at least with the stun. Nayo going through. The Shockwave going to be flashed out by Wei. IG do a good job of taking the tools of top esports. They used a couple themselves, though, but they'll move into the Dragon Pit now. Big scout of the week on a Cream. Cream's in a little bit of trouble. Does get away with the rest of his team. Nayo goes for the kill, gets onto Dway. Now they're trying to find IG the rest of the way. Jiachi setting him up now as he goes forward. He's trying to get a W potentially, but the scout of the week is going to hit on the Cream. No more damage to follow up, and IG lose all priority over this Dragon, and that should be Dragon's sole point for top esports.
The Merc Treads value for Cream this game going crazy. If he's planning on getting hit by every single scat of the week, at least he can get out. Sobro now looking for it on the bot side as 369 walks off the equalizer, and that's about all that there is to be said. And 369 done enough on that bot lane top times for IG as they are looking for this Herald with Fenway nearby, but he's not able to get in. No spellbook smites available, and it is going to be a quick secure. We'll take a quick look at this replay, and they look for Dre to begin with. Again, I don't mind this because top esports say they're not committing any big cooldowns, and the second that Jiachi actually hops forward is when the problems start to arise, because he then gets hit by a scatter from Fog of War. They have to both double flash out of danger because Dre, with a really nice depth charge, was looking for a double knockup. But then the secondary engage comes through. You can see Cream Merc Treads, double stuns come through. He gets out to safety. Nayo's able to flash and assassinate Dre here, and this fight after the fact just is all that easier.
I will say, I kind of like the Cloud Dragon Soul for this team for top esports. I feel like they could use it pretty well. I know it's not good stats, but I think in the long term we'll see is Fong Yue getting in trouble. He's just tanking turret shots, but Kareem is doing so much damage. Power Unleashed, and that truly will be powerful from Rookie.
Yeah, getting a quick pickup there and a little bit of over-aggression there from Feng Yue, and they're ahead for Top Esports. They're able to get a quick crack onto the mid lane, and that is going to fall as well. For Top Esports, they're slowly but surely just mounting a larger lead. So despite this lull that we talked about in terms of IG slowing the pace of the game,
there ain't no slowing down here, apparently. We're just going all fights all night as Jue is just surrounded by 5 members of Top Esports and falls.
Decides that he's going to give the depth charge up for good measure as well. Don't think that was really ever going to get turned around in his favor. 369 did TP in here, so he has the super shield that he's going to try and make the most of and just sort of scout out where the rest of Invictus Gaming are. They'll be able to complete their sweep of the outer turrets here, which opens up the map for them very nicely. With Baron up on the board, it's great to see that they've got complete control now over that topside jungle. If they want it, no particular safe havens for IG to retreat back to. They're going to go back, spend their gold. We've got the Fiend Hunter bolts picked up for Jarchi on top of that Kraken Slayer, so he's very fed, very confident in his damage.
He's upon us, Rude.
And it looks like once again, it's away for Invictus Gaming. Hold on, another fight breaks out as Dway forced to flash out to safety, but you're right, the Dragon is live. We get to see Feng Yue go back to base. Does he have Spellbook TP to get back in? No, so he's going to have to walk it the long way back. A recall from Sobro is going to be pretty detrimental. He doesn't have the TP to get back in either, and it is all for this soul now. The poke from the Varus needs to start hitting, and Photic needs to have a moment. With no equalizer on Sobro, this flank isn't going to hit nearly as hard.
They're going for it. Grand Starfall coming in. They're trying to get the back line, but they've been split on, and now Feng Yue is trying to tank the rest of the team now. The rest of the damage dealers from Top Esports have tried to catch back up with IG. They did end up claiming 1. They won't find much more. Maybe Sobro overextends himself, and now going back to the Dragon after they get this kill will be Top Esports. And IG, they've really just had no say in this game number 1.
I mean, that's just soul picked up for top. It's a great engage coming through to try and trade those marksmen, but unfortunately for IG, it wasn't enough. Dre did find a good hook onto Jarchi, but it didn't end up resulting in anything after the fact. Cream able to force Rookie out on the top side, and 369 in this game number 1. You highlighted it before the fight. I'll take it ulti, and I'm going to use only in quotation marks here. Only 50% damage reduction. So on a relative scale for Alistar ultis, as squishy as he's going to be, and we are getting to the point in the game where we're getting level 3 ultis come online for Soboro, and they're going to use that on the bot side now.
It's just 700 gold. If 369 takes this fight, he might just give over that. He tried to get the kill on the Soboro. Now he's just going to go for the all-in. 369, you're insane. Has the help of Nio coming over the top of the Grand Starfall, going for the flash play. Nio going for the quick kills. A double for the man from the mountaintops, Top Esports, as they find another quick pick in the mid, but they don't end up securing that one. It's going to be just chaos.
Photic did snipe out Nio on the backside of that there. Hidden Fog of War was able to find the arrow from downtown and take out the Pantheon in trade, but they are going to lose out on this tier 2 turret in the mid lane, and a big 2v1 turnaround from 369. Last series yesterday.
Double Q kill, it's fine. But unfortunately for IG, might be little things happening well for them, but now it's a big thing. Elder Dragon is up, and Top Esports the one to punish. Before the fight even kicks off, they catch Rookie in the side lane. That means a member down for IG. That must mean the Elder Dragon goes to Top Esports, but IG, they just have to throw themselves at this fight if they're desperate enough.
Yeah, Rookie not having the game that we were needing from him as IG. He had his flash still available now. 369 on the flank on a ping.
He just walks into the back line. He doesn't even care, bro. He just walked into 3 people, and luckily the rest of his team is able to follow up right behind him. Saboro gets left out to the dust, and now Photic is on the wrong side of town. 369 is going to go the long way because he can have fun with it. And if Drew Levin's watching right now, this is why ADCs need a buff. This is a terrible game for old Photic there and the rest of IG, but this will be an Elder Dragon going to top.
Happened. Rookie down 4 levels now on 369 as he's very much spotted on vision. He's not able to get picked off.
You know, I think the highest of our pro players, I was really hoping we were going to get a pause at some point in the new season of like, wait, why is that guy level 19? He's cheating. But we haven't got it. I think they know better than that. But it will be an Elder Dragon Baron combo, and honestly, we're picking up right where the last series left off with this here for Top Esports.
I mean, I don't know. I think that's a detriment. That's a bit of a discredit to Top Esports. I think they've not really given them mega throws like we got to see from the last series. There was definitely definitely some questionable.
About the buffs, bro. All right.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. In terms of the buffs, absolutely. As Top Esports secure both the massive game enders. And we'll see whether or not they can use them to do exactly that. With the Baron at their backs, you'd expect a lot of gold to go into their back pockets, and with the Elder at their backs as well, you'd expect any fight that they take to be advantaged for them as well. Poke from Photic here, landing onto Feng Yue, who might be able to just go back to base and spellbook his way back in, but you can see, even with that poke landing, there's just no threat, there's no presence, there's no hope for IG here.
And what's so crazy about this, okay, public execution goes a little bit wide there. Don't think it matters in the end of things, but this is a very extremely similar story to what happened the last time these two teams met. Top Esports took a very whole-handed first game of the series, and IG came back in games 2 and 3. And now we got to see what happens if Top Esports can change that narrative, change that history, as the Elder Dragon buff is starting to light it up on IG's base. That's going to be multiple structures down. TP coming back in for 369, and IG grasping at straws to figure out what to do in this series as the might of Top Esports comes reigning supreme in game number 1 of this first series of the second round robin for both teams. Top Esports go 1-0, and I really like the Trundle here as the final pick for IG as well. I feel like it just rips through a lot of this front line, and you can't really stay in skirmish against it. Can also be pretty active.
As well, has got the advantage of
being demon
carry, but that being said, it is only a tier, so Top Esports are going to work quite concisely to take this in favor of Nio.
Does this work into the... Oh, okay. A little bit of extra damage. Yeah, Flash is coming out, but the team stayed. Feng Yue gets the re-engage there with the charge, and now they got one kill going. It's going to be a trade, though, and this is the skirmish power we were talking about. Wei is just going to be swinging that hammer back and forth. Photic able to do a good amount of damage with the Gatling gun as well. Here comes Rookie. Not able to find distance there. The heal will also be used in the bot lane, but it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah, kill, though.
Goes Dragon, or just get ready for the fight at Groves, but... Is this combating a little bit of that early game prowess we were talking for IG?
Yeah, definitely. The point of the map that we were hoping would go Top Esports' way is currently, and you know, this MF, we know it to be a very powerful laner, and we can see bot lane now. IG with no flashes looking to punish Feng Yue.
He is going to be punished. That pillar is doing work, but he beautifully stops the crash down, and now Nio comes in for the fight. Jiachi is getting the double taps on everybody. Feng Yue didn't go down, and Jiachi picks up a double kill.
It's a perfect bait by Feng Yue here. Holds his W for the Ferromancy crash down from Jue. And now Jiachi, with that BF sword in his inventory, he's going to go back to base, work towards his BT even sooner. Good flick from Rookie, not enough to steal it away as Nio, and double TP is coming in from both supports. There shouldn't really be anything here. Feng Yue may be in a little bit of trouble, actually.
All right, yeah, he's a little bit of hurt. The crash down waited for that time. Wei can't get the kill out of Feng Yue. Now Rookie gets engaged up by Nio. Luckily, Wei is here. Now Wei is going to start doing some chunk damage, but Cream has arrived. Jiachi has arrived. The double chunk goes right back Wei's way, and Top Esports will claim a 4th kill of the game. 1.2k in the lead, and maybe history. It's pretty weak since it's still the first one, and it will be taken down by Top Esports. So right back to kind of what we saw last game of the series, where IG were on that top side progression of those neutral objectives, and Top Esports just going to be stacking up the dragon. His mark in the LDL with. And he is back in Top Esports, and while game number 1 was a little quiet from him, this game number 2 is definitely roaring loud at this point. He does a lot of damage, and as I speak about him, he's going to be in a fight for his life here in the 2v2. There's Keeper's Verdict used. Feng Yue going for Photic now, but Photic expertly dodging away from some of the damage. Wei is going to capitalize on an overextended Jiachi. Feng Yue did stick around, and Nio did stop the advance. The beautiful flash heroic charge. It's not enough damage, though, but Nio will clean the kill there.
All of these fights, all of these trades, they're not able to take him down immediately, so he just gets to BT sustain his way up through the wave.
We see a mid lane little play as Flash got burned by Rookie. Getting out of a play from Cream. I think Cream had his number there.
But a 3k gold lead for Jiachi.
That's insane.
You know, little bits, dregs of gold going one way or the other. Sabora with a 500 gold lead pales in comparison.
Normalize here as we move to potentially another Rift Herald start by IG.
And the power of that Poppy really showing itself there. The Keeper's Verdict knocking away any potential engages. Everybody's still out on the map here for Top Esports. Saboro, though, the big point of IG, needs to make something happen.
That's a big mistake from Nayo, though. Not expecting him to stick around. The double flash comes through, and now Top Esports have surrounded the Croc as they are going to take him down slowly but surely. It's the trade for the Rift Herald, but that's a decent chunk of gold going over to Top Esports. They got 470.
Yeah, they'll be happy to sacrifice the Rift Herald in favor of taking out.
It's not just the ulti that you have to watch out for.
No.
So we'll see how IG want to kind of approach those fights moving forward. We have about 1:40 till that next dragon, and it's already going to be sole point for Top Esports as we see Saboro trying to take an all-in on 369.
Just got the shred, and you still think maybe with the Black Cleaver there's a route to it, but with no Dominus there's just not the power, not the Fury generation, not quite the damage there, and this is what we were talking about that all 369 needs to do.
Have any tools to keep him at bay as all 5 members of IG circle around. They're going to use the Rift Herald as a bit of a distraction. Carnifex here in the mid lane.
Dragon spawns now. 2 dragons
Saboro
already,
finds
and Saboro's
Nayo.
going in.
You can't get away from that damage with the Crescent Guard, Nayo, but the bullet time will lay down a good amount as they do end up getting a jungle trade there. That's going to be Nayo and way down ahead of the objective coming up. Here comes Rookie for the fight over with Saboro. Gets a beautiful seismic shove, but Cream tries to get the kill before. It's going to be the kill given over to Feng Yue as it is traded to Rookie. Rookie going to go with another seismic shove and finally able to land a combo, get his first kill of the game.
Confident trades coming in, and
Oh,
these
to be in
trades...
this mid lane, and that's going to be the flash down, the barrier down, all the damage down, and that's no summoner spells burn. Jachi going to dodge out of the seismic shove. Going to have to be a little bit careful here. Did have to burn the flash, but he's still doing well. Now the wall charge doesn't come through. It is still going to be Jachi getting a kill here, though. He steps up into Rookie, gets a double kill. Looking for more, too. He's got the Bloodthirster. You got to remember. He's able to get a good amount, but that's going to be a big shutdown away. Now Cream coming in, too. The TP going to be used by Saboro. Can they clean away? They won't do it. So it'll be Jachi giving his life, going for the show play.
Remember all that LDL development that you gave me, Top Esports? Here, let me pay that back. Now in the LPL, in the big leagues, he has a good time of things. He's going to dice back out Saboro, but he's slowed by rallies.
Saboro, he just did not expect that much damage to be there. Feng Yue goes forward. They
Oh,
can't get him. The flash from 369. You ain't getting away from the Sheriff on this top lane. 369 finds the kill.
Yeah, game 1 on Ambessa, he's able to live that 3v1 this time round, though Top Esports have a much more extreme lead. There's now Dre looking for more.
They just don't stop. It's just unstoppable. It's almost like IG want this lead to continue growing because it's 7,000 gold now. 369 going to be locked down with the seismic shove. Look how much damage Cream is doing here. He is just peppering them with this Gnasher's Tooth build, and Wei is about to die. Jachi comes with a bullet time. He gets the kill too, and we are just unstoppably fighting in this game. It is Valhalla for TES and IG.
And try as they might, IG cannot defend them.
They have changed the narrative of this series by having a whole-handed game number 1 and now finding the recipe to stop what IG wanted to do in the early game and find their own success in this game 2. TP is going to come down. Turret has already fallen. Saboro is in a little bit of trouble now. They're going to get some good damage down, but that's not going to be enough to chase anybody out. They're going to keep sieging on the bot side, though, Rude.
Yeah, they've still got this Baron, and they've got the Azir turret behind them to fall back to, so there's no real angle to collapse from Invictus Gaming. Jachi here walks up, takes up like a fifth of the turret in a single auto attack. If he procs double up on someone else and then walk up again, it looks very good.
And then he's just so fast that he gets away from the seismic shove as well. 369 is pushing this mid lane. Turret plates are falling left and right. It's over 10,000 now in Top Esports. They lost that first series in the first round robin against IG, but they will not let that be the case here. They know it's do or die pretty much from here on out, and they're trying to put everything on the line as Jachi is still holding bullet time on top of the Emperor's Divide. He has not been stopped. Saboro's one job does not go to completion, and a double kill comes through for Jachi yet again. This guy is earning his place in the stardom of Top Esports with a triple kill. Go ahead and give him the quadra. Come on, get him one more. He's going to walk for it. Jachi trying to go for it. It is going to be Nayo that gets it, so no Penta today, but Top Esports will change their fate as they move forward positively into the second round robin and are trying to inch their way into that top 4 conversation.
Try as Rookie might, he's not going to be able to clear these minions, and Top Esports with the double up on these turrets are going to be able to take it all the way.
Nio fell for the sins of Top Esports, but IG will fall for the sins of themselves. They did not respect this Top Esports team, and they have been beaten. Top Esports start their second round.